guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a makeup haul. Recently, I think it was on Twitter, asked you guys if you wanted to see some of the new makeup I had ordered online. A little bit of it was PR, but most of it I purchased with my own money. And you guys said yeah, so finally the last thing came in the mail yesterday and I'm finally able to sit down and film this for you guys. I have swatches, I have close-ups, and I have little mini reviews to go along the way. So if you guys want to know everything that I hauled in this box of goodies, then just keep on watching. So most of the products that I have here to share with you are drugstore. I would say it's 99% drugstore, but I do have a tiny little bit of higher end makeup to share with you guys as well. So I'm going to start with the brand that I have the most from, and that is Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild has just been so amazing with creating limited edition collections because it creates a hype, especially if they're limited edition, you want to get your hands on them. One of the things I was most excited about was their Kabuki makeup brush because I love the Wet n Wild brushes. These range from, I think, 99 cents to about $3 each. And this was in the spring collection. It's just a cute little kabuki brush. I was drawn to this brush because I already have a lot from their brush collection. I love them. And they're the softest brushes I have tried from the drugstore. These brushes are even softer than some of the more high-end, pricier brushes that I own. So I was really excited to get this. And then this is their crease brush, their blending brush. I already have it. I actually used it today to play with some eyeshadows from Wet n Wild, which I will share with you next. But I wanted to pick up a backup because I love this brush so much and I dip into so many colors with it. It just made sense to have a backup. So I got that as well. And then also in the Wet n Wild spring box were 3 limited edition eyeshadow trios. I love their shadows. I think they're so pigmented for something that is so affordably priced at the drugstore. And they had 3 little palettes. Hieroglyphic Heart has a beautiful gold, a nice mauve in the middle, and then in the bottom you have kind of more of a taupey brown gold. Then the next one, Will You Marina Me, which is a really pretty gold on the top, a beautiful brown for the crease. And then for the eyelid, we have a nice turquoise minty color. I thought this would be so beautiful for the spring and summer. These are super pigmented. The swatches you are seeing were one swipe swatches. Very, very creamy. They glide on really easily. And I'm actually wearing a mixture of these 3 today. And then the last one is Heart and Heavy, which has a beautiful shimmery, almost bone colored highlighting shade at the top, a purple for your crease, and then a shimmery kind of rosy pink to put all over the lid. I'm actually wearing the brow bone shade all over the lid, a little bit into the inner tear duct. It's just such a beautiful brightening shade. It almost looks matte in the pan, but it has a really nice sheen and shimmer to it, so it's a gorgeous brightening shade. Really impressed with these palettes. I don't know how much they cost. I think they're like $2 or $3, but I bought them in the box set online, so I'm not really sure. But definitely pick these up. Check them out the next time you're in your local drugstore and you see a display for the new Wet n Wild spring collection because their eyeshadows are so worth it. Something funny that was in that little order was a nail polish. I did not order this, but I guess they threw it in. I had like a little coupon that said, try our new colors from the One Step Wonder Gel polishes. I already love these polishes. And at first when I saw this in my box, I thought, do I already have that color? But I don't. The one I already have is this one called Cyantific Method, which is kind of like a beautiful blue. I would describe this as more of a Smurf blue, if you're familiar with that cartoon. The one they sent me is their newer shade, which is called Peri-winkle of an Eye. And this is a lot lighter, a little more periwinkle. It definitely reminds me of the sky, that kind of a lighter blue. And as you will see in the close-up, the 2 colors do differ. So I was excited to get that little perk. I hadn't ordered it and it was like a fun little surprise. The next thing that I picked up was the Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner in the shade Never Petal Down. I already had the one Bear Comet, which is the very first shade of their new gel lip liners. It's a nice peachy nude, but it looks great for every day. So I wanted to try another one. They glide on so easily, very creamy. They remind me a lot of the MAC Pro pencils. So Never Petal Down is a little bit rosier, a little bit brighter, and I just thought it would be a great complementing color to wear in the spring or summer. So I had to pick it up. I'm in love with these. They're so affordable and the pigmentation is amazing, as well as so easy to use because they glide on so creamy. And then I have 3 more things from Wet n Wild. Mega Glow highlighting powders. They released 2 new ones, limited edition again. They did say that with the Precious Petals one, and then it became a permanent product, so hopefully it will happen with these. I think they're amazing. The first one that I fell in love with, of course, my favorite, is the Sweetest Bling, which is a beautiful, almost metallic-y pink. So I already have a face highlight on today, but I decided to pair it with this guy on top because the other one was pinky, kind of like this one, except this one's a little bit more foiled, a little bit more metallic, and it definitely took things to the next level. Very easy to blend, and it looks natural, but you do notice that it's there, which is kind of the thing you're looking for when you're working with highlight, unless you're going for a more subtle no makeup look. The Sweetest Bling has fast become a favorite. I really like it. I've been wearing it a couple days before I filmed this, and I'm wearing it again today. And then the other one is called Lilac to Reality. This one's a little more intense, a little more out there. It's like a soft lilac-y purple. It's really cool as an eyeshadow. I've played with it that way. I haven't tried it as a face highlight yet, but as far as swatching it, one swipe, amazing. It's just very intense and again, very metallic-y kind of foiled. This would probably look amazing over a lip gloss and it would give you like a really cool lipstick color, I think. And then the last thing I picked up from Wet n Wild is something that wasn't in their spring collection, but it was something I wanted to add to my collection. And this is their Photofocus pressed powder in number 828 Cocoa. I already have this powder in Warm Light, which is the perfect, soft, most natural looking powder to set my makeup with. So I wanted to pick up a darker shade to contour and bronze with. It's what I'm wearing today. I love it. It blends so easily, but it's pigmented at the same time. It is the dreamiest powder I have come across at the drugstore. I want to pick up every single color. Impressed with these. These are under $4, I believe. Amazing product. The next brand is NYX. So I picked up 5 things. The first thing I was really excited to get is their new Flawless Finish blending sponge. And the reason why I picked this up is because I wanted to compare it to my Real Techniques. The Real Techniques sponge is bright orange. It costs $6.99 if you buy one or $10 for 2. This one is $8 even, and it looks like a beauty blender because it's black. I think it's a little bit more appealing than a bright orange sponge. It's very comparable to the beauty blender in color, of course, in shape, and in the way that it is squishy, because it's not too squishy but it's not too dense. It's just like that perfect consistency of a beauty blender, but then it has that beautiful little angled edge just like the Real Technique sponge, which I love having that addition to this. This is about $1 more than the Real Techniques one. I've played with it a couple times. Once you wet this, it expands just as much as the beauty blender or the Real Techniques one. Really like it, love the color, and if I ever run out of my Real Technique sponges, I know I can pick up another alternative that is just as good from the drugstore. So I would highly recommend checking out the NYX one if you're looking for a new affordable beauty blending sponge. The next thing I picked up is their Multitasker Mixing Medium. This is like a little vial or tube of, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like a eyeshadow primer or a glitter primer that you can mix in any loose pigments, or if you have any eyeshadows that aren't very pigmented, mix them in with this. You can mix loose pigments with this and create a liquid eyeliner. You can create much more pigmented eye looks with this product. So I definitely wanted to give it a whirl. I don't find myself reaching for my loose pigments that much because they do cause a lot of fallout. They're hard to work with, they're very messy. So I thought a mixing medium would help me to reach for those a lot more, and this was really affordable. So I thought I'd give it a go. I'll let you guys know in a future video what I think. The next thing that I picked up, I'm actually wearing it today. It's the NYX Faux Blacks Inner Eyeliner in number 02 Oxblood. This is supposed to be an eyeliner, and I will use it as an eyeliner, but I'm actually wearing it as a lip liner today. And the reason why I use it as a lip liner is because not only is it very creamy and easy to work with, it looks like a lipstick color. It just was calling my name, and I said, I don't care if it's for the eyes. If this was created to work in the eye area, that inner eye area, a very sensitive part of our body, then it can work as a lip liner. So I used it, love it, because it's creamy, it's easy to line your lips with, and it stays put. Once it dries down, it stays put almost like a matte lip liner or liquid lipstick. And then I paired a NYX lipstick on top of it, and I've been wearing this for almost an hour now and it has not moved. Really like these. These are the Faux Blacks. They also have the Faux Whites, I believe, which have like a nude color, a white color, a turquoise color. The blacks have darker, deep colors, but I only picked up this one just to give it a whirl, mainly because I wanted to use it as a lip liner, but I will try it as an eyeliner soon. So the next 2 things that I picked up from NYX are lipsticks. I picked up 2 different lipsticks from 2 very different collections that they've recently released. So the first one is from the Pin Up Pout collection, and it's the one I'm wearing today. And it's in the shade Resistance, which is a beautiful, dark, mauve-y, kind of red, purpley color. I love this color. I think it looks great with my dark hair. I love pops of color on my lips at all times, especially when I'm sitting down to talk on camera. I feel like very light nudes wash me out, unless I'm wearing a very heavy, bombshell, smoky, kind of 60s inspired dark eye. I don't tend to do nude lips on camera because I feel like you need that contrast. So you have to have either a dark smoky eye or you have to have a bold lip. And sometimes I like to go for both. And then the last product I picked up from NYX, I don't know if you guys know this, but they recently released a collection of soft matte lipsticks. Now, I'm a huge fan of their soft matte lip creams already. I own a bunch of them. So when I heard that they had come out with soft matte lipsticks, I was like, okay, I have to try this. I added like 6 different colors to my cart when I realized it was going to be a lot of money to buy it all. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick one color, the color that is the most unique, the color that I don't already have in my collection, something that I'm gonna wanna wear, something that's gonna just entice me to play with it. So I picked it up in the shade Bed Stew Babe, and it's a beautiful kind of cool tone brown. It's very different and something that I would normally never pick up, so I'm glad I picked it up. It's very creamy when I swatched it, so I'm excited to play with this and wear it soon. Really excited about these two lipsticks. I may be picking up a few more from both of these collections when I save a little bit more money. These next two products were actually sent to me by PR. I received a few more products other than the two I'm about to mention, but I did kind of divvy up some of it and give some away to family and friends. But I wanted to mention these two things, and these are the PIXI by Petra highlighters, face highlighters from a collab that they did with Aspen Ovard on, I believe, YouTube, here on YouTube. I don't know of her, but these powders are amazing. They're called the Glowy Face Powders, and I have London Lustre and Santorini Sunset. London Lustre is the one I actually used today to highlight that inner tear duct area in my eye, and it's a beautiful kind of pearlized champagne, creamy white with a little hint of yellow. I like this more to work with around the eyes than I do on the face because I'm a little bit more tan, and I feel like this color would look a little too obvious on the skin, whereas Santorini Sunset is a little bit more peach, and this is the perfect color for my skin tone. It makes for a really pretty face highlight. I was impressed with these. They're very intense, very pigmented, but I'm not too thrilled with the packaging. I feel like the packaging is kind of cheapy. It kind of catches when I'm trying to close it. It's just not the best packaging considering the price tag. I think it's like in that $16 range. I would improve the packaging if I'm gonna slap that price tag on it. That's just my personal opinion. But as far as the products inside the packaging, I'm very much impressed. And then the last few products are from MILANI. I picked up a couple of more things. The first thing is written on a post-it because I told myself to mention the MILANI face setting spray. It's not here yet. I ordered it from the MILANI website, and then I got an email telling me that it wasn't shipping and that it was out of stock after I paid for it. Luckily, they did refund me my $10, and then I found out the Target website actually had it. So I ordered it. They told me it was going to come actually today, the day I'm supposed to be filming this. And then I got an email last night saying that it was late and they didn't know when it would be shipping. So if it does come in the mail, I ordered the MILANI face setting spray, the Make It Last one. And I will enclose a little clip somewhere in this time frame right here of what it looks like up close, but I'm really excited to try it out. It has a lot of good skincare benefiting ingredients for $10. If I love it, I'll be really happy because I won't have to fork over a ton of money for MAC Fix Plus or other facial setting sprays that are very pricey. I'd rather spend $10 at MILANI. I also picked up one of their Strobe Light Instant Glow face powders in the shade number 1, Afterglow. I picked this one up because it's the kind of shade that would complement my skin tone the best. It's a light pearlized pinky champagne. I'm wearing it today. It's the face highlight I applied first. It's very natural, easy to blend. It looks great with any makeup look, especially if you don't want something too intense. It can be built up to be more intense, but I only put a little bit on so that I could try this one as well, and I paired these two together, the Wet n Wild Sweetest Bling with this one. Amazing combination. I don't know if the camera is picking it up because it's kind of bright outside today, but I am loving these two together. And the next thing I picked up is their Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder. It's basically a face setting powder for your makeup. Once you're finished, you set your face with this, and it also illuminates as well, very subtly. I like to use this to set my eyeshadow primer with before I apply shadow, and it gives like a nice little shimmery sheen. Love it as a face powder as well. I think it's amazing, and it keeps my makeup from creasing and getting oily throughout the day. And I believe this was under $10, so I'm very impressed. MILANI is just one of the most amazing brands at the drugstore that is affordable with great quality products that rival Maybelline and L'Oreal because their price point is a little bit lower, but the product quality is just as good, if not better. And the last two things, the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow. I picked up two shades that I think were the most I'll reach for you and use you. So I picked up Gold Goddess and Diamond Dust. Gold Goddess is your typical gold, just a nice kind of, I guess the best way to describe it is kind of like a brassy gold. It's a little bit loud, it's a little bit in your face, but I think paired with autumn colors in the fall time like burgundies and deep wine colors and just smoky eyes in general, this would be a beautiful halo pop of color to that center of your eye. So that's why I picked up Gold Goddess. And then I picked up Diamond Dust because I just really love silver glitter. I think it's really pretty. So I thought this would look great all over the lid by itself with like a really light brown transitioning shade just to give you that pop. You can even wear this on the lower lash line if you're doing a very natural eye look but you want to take it to the next level. They are packed with glitter in just one single swipe that I did on my hand. I was so impressed with how much glitter comes off of these things. They're amazing. You barely have to touch your eye and you have what you need. So definitely worth it in my opinion. I'm really excited to play with them, and that is it. That is my haul. I'm done with everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really wish my MILANI face setting spray had arrived in time, but I couldn't push this video back anymore because tomorrow's gonna rain and I'm gonna be busy this weekend. So I wanted to get this up for you guys on Monday. Let me know any other videos you'd like to see on my channel. Hopefully I can get more videos up for you guys soon, and I will see you guys, I guess, in my March favorites. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.